Hey everybody, so look on the screen here. This is Kelsey Harbert left, one of Cuba Gooding's accusers, leaving the court with her lawyer, Gloria Allred. Okay, so let's take a look at this. This is another video from the Becky files. So, hmm, hmm. It says Cuba, this article, New York Times, Cuba Gooding Jr. will serve no prison time after plea in sex abuse case. The actor pleaded guilty to a single harassment charge after 3 women accused him of unwanted touching. A score of similar stories emerged after his arrest. And there he sits with his attorney. The criminal case against Cuba Gooding Jr. is over, but 2 civil suits against him continue. Jefferson Siegel for the New York Times. According to this article dated October 13th of 2022, the actor Cuba Gooding Jr. pleaded guilty to a single count of harassment on Thursday, ending a criminal case that began when one report of SCX abuse prompted additional accusations from women across the country. Mr. Gooding, age 54 at the time, who won an Academy Award in 1997 for his portrayal of a brash football player in Jerry Maguire, was charged in 2019 with groping or forcibly kissing 3 women, one of many prominent men whose behavior was exposed by the hashtag #MeToo movement. He was sentenced in state Supreme Court in Manhattan to time served. Prosecutors had sought permission from the court to present trial testimony from 19 women who came forward after Mr. Gooding was initially charged in Manhattan. Although their accounts were not part of the criminal case, the district attorney's office wanted them to provide evidence that Mr. Gooding's behavior was part of a pattern. A judge initially agreed to permit 2 of the women to testify, but he ultimately reversed that decision, a prosecutor says. And in April, prosecutors said that they had reached an agreement that would let Mr. Gooding plead to the harassment charge as long as he was not arrested again and continued the alcohol and behavior modification treatment that he began in 2019. A prosecutor said in court on Thursday that Mr. Gooding had satisfied those conditions. Before Mr. Gooding was sentenced, the court heard statements by the 3 women whose accounts provided the basis for the charges against him. Each of them expressed some disappointment with the outcome of the case and described lingering trauma stemming from their encounters with Mr. Gooding. Quote, I want to go back to the time when I never had nightmares about fighting off an attacker, end quote. One woman who was not named in court wrote in a statement that was read on her behalf by prosecutor Colleen Balbert. Another woman, Kelsey Harbert, the one I showed you earlier, addressed the court in person, saying that in many ways the plea agreement with Mr. Gooding felt like a betrayal. Ms. Harbert elaborated further outside the courthouse, saying that Mr. Gooding was leaving as a free man after she had waited 3 years for a trial in which he would be held accountable. She added that she believed he received special treatment because of his status. A lawyer representing Ms. Halbert, Gloria Allred, also spoke outside the courthouse, saying the decision of Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg to allow Mr. Gooding to walk away with a deal which allows him to avoid trial and erase his inner criminal record is an insult to many of the accusers. Although Mr. Gooding no longer faces criminal charges in Manhattan, 2 civil suits against him of abuse are active, one in the state Supreme Court and the other in federal district court. Now, here's the deal, the part that I found interesting. So this lady here, Harbor, and I'll have a larger picture of her, she's the one that wanted him, of course, have, prison time. As you can see here, it says the criminal case began in the summer of 2019 when Mr. Gooding was charged with sexual abuse and forcibly touching after a woman who had identified herself as Kelsey Harbert told detectives that he had touched her breast inside Magic Hour, a rooftop bar in the Moxie NYC Times Square Hotel. And I read a few articles about that. Basically, she was saying that she wanted him to serve, prison time for doing so. Now, you can easily make money off these dusties. As a result of all that, which is no surprise, just like what happened with Jonathan Mayers, as a result of that, why Hollywood won't cast Cuba Gooding Jr. anymore? And there he is. Why they won't cast him anymore? Between the late 1990s and early 2000s, Cuba Gooding Jr. was one of the biggest names in Hollywood. The son of singer Shirley Sullivan and Cuba Gooding Sr., Gooding was born to be an entertainer. He began as a break dancer before pivoting to acting in the early 1980s. He made a splash with various television appearances on hit shows like Hill Street Blues, MacGyver, before landing his first major role playing Trey Styles in John Singleton's debut featuring the pioneering classic Boys in the Hood. Now, I Googled him, and last I checked, he was worth $15 million. $15 million. Now, there have been videotapes. I remember this case going on. They had videos, and it was like, hey, it seemed that some of them, based on reports, they were kidding around, partying, hey, with your boy. And at one point, it was stated that there was a report where the lawyer thought, okay, once they show this video, that's going to emerge, he'll be off the hook. But that did not happen. And plus, he has the civil lawsuits for the money. I'm not sure if those girls have been paid out. But here's the thing. I heard a black man say that a lot of black men are in jail because of black women, the lies, and the child support. You think so? But you don't want to talk about a lot of black men that are in jail for misconduct, accusations. Some founded, maybe some are not founded. But here's the thing. Why do you keep putting yourself in these positions and playing victim? See, of course, I'm sure Becky, she would not lie. She would never. I'm sure she probably would not lie. Okay? Why would she make that up according to black men? Because only black women do this, not black men, not black women. So here's Becky. And I was trying to close the nip on the girl's picture. Here is Becky right there. How is it? And I think what it is, maybe they need a class and maybe a black man can teach it, hashtag Beckyland 101. How do you get yourself in these positions? Oh, they in jail because of you black women's. No, I'm willing to bet, in just my opinion, I don't think we can probably match up the numbers. Now, black women are more than likely killed by black men. Okay, so a lot of them are being there, beaten, essay. Let's be real. In the BC, black women and children are killed every day. It's the norm. It's no surprise. Okay. Well, how do you keep getting yourselves in these positions? You know what I think it is? You have a false sense of security. You don't deal with reality. You think because maybe you're successful and you've got some wealth and some fame, you can do what you want to do, not knowing, hello, there's a red dot on you. There was a report of a detective when this all went down, got a picture of him and sold it to a magazine to make some money. So when they get wealth, they volunteer and invest in other communities, non-black communities, preferably the white community, because the women come along, get access to the wealth, and it goes back to their community. Then somebody do something so stupid and put yourself in a position that's going to result in you having to lawyer up. Mhm. Putting yourselves in position where you have to lawyer up. You don't know by now? This girl doesn't. Some people say, oh, I don't believe it. That's her accusation. The thing is, why are you putting yourself in that position knowing? And when I checked, I didn't find a black woman involved in this, not one. And of course, we know in the BC, the black men be like, oh no, she a gold digger, she a gold digger. Well, the same thing could be said about her. The same thing could also be said that he's feeling himself like so many others do, and then getting in these situations and misbehaving, and the women are speaking out. See, they're not going to be like the black women are in the BC. Well, that's on you. That's on you. See, will in the BC, the black women will be attacked. They're going to protect theirs, and she knows how to get the bag. Oh, she knows how to get the bag. So why is it when in the BC you want to blame black women for you getting them pregnant? Then, when there's a financial obligation of child support, the men sometimes get violent and leads to murder. They get locked up. A black woman got them in jail like that. Somebody's not too bright. Somebody needs to turn on the light. Why is it when you get well, you're going into these different locations, different spaces, and then you have non-black women like this girl right here, Caucasian women, coming up with a whole lot of complaints against you? So either maybe some of this is true or you just a super fool. One of the two. Either you don't you can't behave yourself. So either it's all true, and then if it's not true, as in Jonathan Mayers, as in this here with Cuba Gooding Jr., some people may feel that way. It's not true. Then why does this keep happening to these men? Either the stuff is true or somebody is a super fool. You keep getting yourselves in these situations. You don't know how to, I mean, seriously, it's one of the two. It's one of the two. Let's say it's all true. Then you are an idiot because you're going around thinking, oh, this is who I am. I'm so and so. I can do whatever I want. Treat folks however I want to do. Again, it's either true. Well, no, he innocent. He innocent. But this keeps on happening to these black men over and over again since Emmett Till. You're gonna be foolish at will. Do you? I mean, I don't care. Do what you're gonna do. But I see in the BC, we want to call this behavior and say, "Oh my God, look what they're doing to him. Now they got their brother all messed up. They doing them wrong." Again, his lawyer. I remember this case here showing a video of one of those girls, and they're like, "Oh, there's a video they said they had proof, and it was like." They have a different account and thought he was just going to go home. Thought the charges would be dropped, but the charges weren't. And then the civil suit, I bet you those girls won't have to be a waitress anymore. What's going on? Somebody tell me what's going on. Keep getting in the trouble, just keep following you. And if you know as a minority, your position in society as a collective, because I think they're getting fame and getting some money, getting it misunderstood. As a collective, you know this can happen. It's not brand new. What idiot wouldn't take precaution? So I think I want to travel to Entourage. Have somebody around you at all times. Since you know this could happen, you can attract a person that, as they say, looking for a come up. If you know that's possible, why would you not travel with an entourage? Well, he just want to go out. Then watch how you operate. Because these black men, a easy lick is guaranteed. Easy lick. Why do these things keep on happening to you? Again, either it's all true or you don't know how to behave yourself. If they're all innocent, then you're just a fool. This makes no sense to me. It's like I said, driving a vehicle before in the prior videos. You keep on driving and you have a history of running red lights. And each time you run a red light, bam, your car is totaled out. You could get hurt. The other car, someone could get killed. And you keep on doing it. So either you are running these red lights on purpose, you don't care, that you're stupid, or it's maybe it's just lies. But these men keep on getting into a jam, always complaining about black women. But look, when they get money, where most of the drama is coming from, you think everybody love you. It's like an easy come up. And I believe this girl here, I think she's the one that was saying, hey, he escaped. She wanted prison time. And as a result, touching people, saying that he grabbed this one girl, said he took his hand as she walked by and put it inside her blouse and touched her at the top. Someone said he then touched them, in their personal area, in the Miss Pearline area. Something is wrong here. Escape Blackistan, run to Beckyland, and no matter what, they still get placed in some kind of situation, drama. These black men and drama seem to go hand in hand, whether it's in Blackistan or Beckyland. With so many, not all, but so many drama in Blackistan. Oh, with the women, with the assault, with the child support. Now you're not in Blackistan, you're in Beckyland, and it's a problem with the women. Something is wrong. Again, either it's not true what's happening in Beckyland, or maybe it is true, and somebody just cannot conduct themselves, especially among the opposite sex, and just a super fool. Just a super fool. Let me know what you all think. But yeah, and so as a result, $15 million Cuba Gooding Jr. What's happening? Hollywood won't cast him anymore. Jonathan Mayers, I guess we'll have a hashtag. Hollywood won't cast him anymore. Featuring who? A long list of black men. And mess up a bag. Unbelievable. So let me know what you all think. Again, it doesn't make any sense. There are too many stories like this. Too many stories like this going around with these men. Something is wrong. Something is truly wrong. And my guess is, I think something wrong with Tyrone. It doesn't make any sense. Too many find themselves in a predicament. That ain't fair how they treating you. They profiling. But yet you keep putting yourself in that position. They do that to him because he black. But if you know that's how they operate, why do you keep putting yourself in that position? If anything, you should be so ever careful how you walk. Just think, somebody out to get you. But no, 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 I'm rich, I'm rich, I got money. I'm not an average black person. Then when you step out of line, out of character, based on the accusations, and people say, "Oh, well, there's a camera. Well, where's the proof and all that?" Do you not understand? Even in some cases, in my opinion, a person can just give the accusation. Doesn't have to be. They have to be on film. They can just say it, and that damage is done. People can just put it out there, and the damage is done. So let me know what you all think. It's at this point, I never had sympathized with it, but it's just like either it's true or you're just putting yourselves in an awkward position to be preyed upon. And if you are that dumb, guess what? Whatever happens to you, in my opinion, you deserve that boo. And I'm out. Simply said her on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Like the video, dislike the video, let me know. But again, thanks for watching.